We just wanted to spend a few minutes with you to explain how the funds you so generously raised during Movember 2007 are being used to improve men's health across Australia. Last year you helped to raise an amazing $16.2 million and created for the first time ever a national movement focused on men's health, prostate cancer and men experiencing depression. By any measure, that's a truly amazing result. The Movember campaign belongs to supporters like you, so it's really important that you understand how the money you helped raise is being used to improve men's health. This pie chart shows how the funds raised in Australia 2007 have been applied. 78% of the funds raised were donated to our men's health partners, the Prostate Cancer Foundation of Australia and Beyond Blue, the National Depression Initiative. 11% of the funds were invested in our number one objective, which is to raise the community's awareness of prostate cancer and depression. Our aim in doing this is to make sure everyone knows that men over the age of 50 and those over 40 with a family history are at risk of prostate cancer and encourage them to be tested annually. We want all men experiencing depression to understand they can talk about it and should seek help. This awareness will increase early detection, which allows better treatment options, which ultimately saves lives. To run a campaign the size of Movember, it obviously costs some money. In 2007, just 10% or 10 cents in each dollar was used to cover our administration and fundraising costs. This is a great outcome when you compare it to the recent Givewell survey of 162 of Australia's top charities, which spent 19 cents in the dollar. Finally, 1% of the funds raised were retained and are being invested in the 2008 campaign.
Well, Movember has become the single biggest source of funding that the Prostate Cancer Foundation has ever had. And what it's meant for us is we've been able to take what used to be a little bit of research that we used to do and now have a huge research program that actually covers the entire country. The great thing is about Movember, because we've got this huge injection of cash and it's been coming in every year and it's going to come in this year again, what we've been able to do is actually make some long-term commitments. So in the past we would possibly only do funding for 1 year, 2 years, but now with our Young Investigator scheme it's $125,000 a year for up to 4 years, actually give these young researchers some great continuity in their careers. The message I want to get out to all the Mo Bros and Mo Sisters is a great big thank you from everybody at the Prostate Cancer Foundation. What you're doing in November is making a real difference to the way that we are able to treat prostate cancer in this country.
Beyond Blue's partnership with Movember is very important because it enables us to reach a group of the community about a health issue. In this case, men, particularly young men, about a health issue being depression. And most men resist talking freely about health problems, relationship problems and financial issues. Movember allows us to talk to literally thousands upon thousands of men during the month of November, and therefore they're a very valuable resource for us. I think Movember is probably one of the most successful community organisations in Australia. In the last 2 years it's raised, both for Beyond Blue and prostate cancer, approximately $9 million each. That's a lot of money, and we have a very real responsibility as to how we spend it. So some of that money, some millions, is spent in research with prostate cancer. Some of it is spent by allocating money to men's sheds. Some of it is used to establish or to fund our Beyond Blue information line. This is a line that we've established, manned not by volunteers but by professionals, to provide proper professional advice to men and women, but we're aiming it at men, wherever they live in Australia. So people in the bush can ring up our information line 1300 22 4636 for the price of a local call and get information from a professional. And that costs a great deal of money, all funded now by our association with Movember.